Ladies and gentlemen, for y'all to bring awareness to the power of your attention. Your attention is being targeted. They are targeting that precious energy that is shooting out your eyes called consciousness. If you research the original meaning of attention, the Latin meaning of attention, it means to stretch towards, okay? To stretch towards something. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, anytime that you look at something, your pineal gland literally uses invisible rays. It shoots it out your eyes, and wherever that it hits, your consciousness will basically attune to whatever it is. And that's just how the body is operated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we need to realize what consciousness does, okay? All consciousness literally does is interchange with matter. Everything that goes on in this universe is a result of consciousness interchanging with matter. Consciousness will store itself within a vessel, and whatever that vessel does through the power of consciousness is how consciousness interchanges with matter, okay? They have mastered the interchange of consciousness with matter, and they know everything starts at the eyes. So, ladies and gentlemen, not to complicate anything, I'm basically going to sum up the whole interchange process between matter and consciousness. And ladies and gentlemen, the whole interchange between consciousness and matter all begins with light. Light is the first process. Let there be light. That is the first process of the great interchange between consciousness and matter, the great interchange that we know as life. Everything in the universe moves in the cycle, okay? Your energy first started from your first breath. Let's just say that your energy first started from the breath. All right, so let's count the cycles. All right, let's count the cycles. The process first starts in the body. It starts with the first breath of a newborn. That breath of life, that first cycle is then used to power the body itself. All right, that cycle now cycles back up and is used to power our heads, our perceptual faculties, and this truly takes manifestation in our eyes. Once our eyes are open, it then receives light and it becomes an image. This cycle back down, it cycles back down. Those images are now processed by our different organs as feelings, okay? So now these feelings now come into our heads, and based on the feelings, it now cycle back down as actions, okay? Basically, friends, at the very core of whatever we perceive, there lies consciousness. Now that I have basically explained the creation process, the whole interchange of matter, everything starts with light. These beings know that at the core of whatever we see, there lies who we are, consciousness. So, one of the main agendas behind the Matrix is to constantly find a way to put consciousness in a box. By making sure human beings are constantly attuning to any type of artificial lighting from screens, from phones, from televisions, from light bulbs, whatever it might be, these are the light codes the body will use to power up the images that fuel our feelings, that eventually fuel our actions, and that eventually will fuel our habits. By giving humans an unnatural world where they are constantly under stress because daytime is now nighttime and nighttime is now daytime, and one of the only ways to make this possible is by during the daytime they attune you into a dead, unnatural artificial lighting frequency, and then at nighttime they do exactly the same thing. Instead of for you to be in darkness, they tune you back into this dead, lifeless frequency. I want everybody to realize one of the only ways to make the influence possible, they literally have to make use of artificial lights, any type of artificial light. Any type of rate that comes from light, whether we know it or not, guys, the subconscious mind literally attunes to whatever rate our eyes are feeding to it. Since consciousness is at the very core of everything that we perceive, as long as they're able to give us a dead frequency of light, our subconscious minds will attune to that rate of energy. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, whether we know it or not, the sun has a pulse. It has a frequency. It's traveling at light speed. It's a rate of light pulsations that once your body attunes with, it will be able to really power the natural biorhythms and the natural cycles that go on in our bodies. And here's the thing that I would like people to realize. Yes, the TV gives people unnatural perceptions. They really force a very unnatural type of ego on most people. But the main agenda behind TV is not what they're showing on TV. It is the power source behind the TV. The light that is being used to power all of these screens, whether it's your phone, whether it's a television, whatever type of screen it is, the light source has a pulse. It has an unnatural flicker, an unnatural rate, and that hypnotizes the body. That is the culprit right there. In those screens, there's a type of artificial rate of light, and each flash is given subconscious artificial biorhythms that the body will act on. It will give the body's feelings and actions and all types of crazy things. So guys, the main agenda, the number one thing they want us to be attuned. They want consciousness to be in a box. That's the secret to the matrix. Each time you're using your central vision to focus on something, and if it's a box, then there you go. They have your consciousness within a box, and it will be feeding your body unnatural light frequencies. And every single artificial screen does it. Now guys, second to this is just being in unnatural light. Unnatural light reflects off whatever it hits, and the colors that we see in unnatural light, only way to truly see something in this true color, sunlight has to hit it and you're able to truly see the color from that object. But if you're constantly looking at objects through artificial lighting, you won't really get the true color of whatever object it might be. So guys, another way that they get us, and it's quite crazy, they understand how the body is designed. They know anything that we look at, our subconscious minds will attune with it. So one of the best ways to make everybody on a beta wave frequency is to overpopulate the world and make sure that no matter what, you're constantly looking at people and people are constantly looking at you. Through humans using only their central vision at all times, consciousness streams are shooting out your eyes. And if somebody's in the beta wave frequency, you guessed it, beta waves are literally shooting out their eyes, and just by them looking at you, they'll be unconsciously giving you limitations and all types of rules and all types of opinions that are coming from their beta waves. Just by people being around, that oftentimes limit people's behavior. We need to understand that the all human beings are naturally designed to look at the world as if it's a mirror. Anything that they look at, that's literally what they are. Beta waves are dominating the world right now because most human beings are beta waves, and we have never seen no different, you know. Guys, so this is really no secret. Most of the things that give energy to your body, anything that gives you energy, usually requires no humans or little contact with humans. You usually need to be alone in a natural environment to increase your energy. And most of the times, anything that decreases your energy usually involve humans. Whether you're making contact with a human, whether you're in a situation where you're exposed to a lot of humans, most of the time when you're outside of nature and around humans, there is a decrease of your life energy. And the beta wave phenomena that happens is a result of the nature of the human beings. I call this the mirror neuron effect. Whatever we look at, we subconsciously become.